You can't think. If you put yourself that much down and you feel so terrible about yourself, you cannot really think. All you can do is just protect yourself from getting the blows. Now,
your dubs? That looks warm. We're unloading. We're here. Look at the view. Where's your identity?
I left it in my bedroom.
In your Venmo?
My bedroom. AKA my Venmo.
What is Eddy Current? Eddy Current? False positives, false negatives?
So Eddy Current is like a method of non-destructive testing, which is like what people in the aviation industry do to like detect cracks or like discontinuities in airplane parts. And it's basically like a machine.
Non-destructive, like the plane is not being destructed?
No. So back in the day, I guess, or like they might still do it to test or to like inspect airplane parts. Sometimes you have to like completely take it apart and then test it. But this is like a different method. There's like ultrasounds, Eddy Current. There's like penetrant. And Eddy Current is like a probe. It's like a needle-like probe, and it's attached to a machine.
Yep.
And so people have to like just like scan it like a pencil and like look at the machine and see if like there was any activity. And I basically wrote about how it's like kind of stupidly designed, or it could be redesigned to be more effective and reduce those false positives and false negatives.
Okay.
You know, those are it's like the hint. And
well,
then
kind of.
I basically explained like the human factors aspects of it. So like I talked about like cognitive factors, which is vigilance decrement. I don't know if you know about this, but it's like the more time you spend you do something, the worse your performance gets. And like visual attention.
Wicked. That's so true.
And like there's like studies that like when you divide your attention, you're more likely to mess something up.
Like the gorilla in the party thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you just like miss things. So, and then there's like signal detection theory, and there's like noise. There's like physical factors like noise and body positioning. So it's like a lot of the job is like you're kind of in an awkward position because you're inspecting different parts of the plane.
Yeah.
And so like, and this thing is like kind of heavy, and so it's like
so you got this physical load that can distract you from noticing what you need to notice.
Like, you're maybe like more rushed because of it.
Yeah.
And it's like if you miss a crack, it's like really, it could really like result in accidents, and, like just, like, crashes.
Early onset death.
Yeah, and so actually the weird thing is to me is that like no one's ever considered like having it like just putting a mini display on the probe. Like that was one of my suggestions. Is like putting
on the actual probe.
It's certainly doable. Like I reference like different studies in the healthcare industry where like surgeons use like whatever they like laparoscopic needles and stuff like that, and they have to like look at a screen and how that's like kind of risky, but like in the healthcare industry they started putting displays on those things
directly there.
Yeah,
okay.
so I don't see why they don't do it here.
Yeah.
But actually, so like I couldn't act like I knew the answer to that, like because I don't. So I had to give like a few different solutions. Yeah. But that was one I was like mostly fighting for, and I kind of talk about it. I talk about like so like countermeasures, and that's when I bring up the other studies that have been done. So far, none of them in aviation because it doesn't exist yet. But like, it's just like research shows that like also like haptic feedback is one of my ideas. So it's like instead of looking at a screen, like you just get a vibration, and then you push the null button.
Okay.
So I haven't decided if I want to do my thesis about this because it kind of wasn't my initial interest in grad school, but
Wow. So wait, what is Eddy Current? I still don't.
Eddy Current is that machine.
Is it like current?
It
electricity.
Uses like I should know this. It is like electromagnetic kind of situation. I don't like know that like It was a bunch of words I didn't really know.
That's
honestly.
amazing.
There's like coils in it, and
Okay.
like, so yeah, it's like kind of like you put it on like metal, and like it gives you like a sign, like a kind of like.
If there are cracks.
Yeah.
Like if if maybe the current is being disrupted.
Yeah.
It could see.
But it's like easy to make like false positives and false negatives. So
Yeah.
sometimes like other things like paint or something could
Cover
be a
that.
crack. Yeah. or,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
and you can also just like in the process of like looking back at this, because it could be like placed on the ground or on the screen or on behind you, like you can miss like cracks, and they're like millimeters.
Yeah.
And like tiny, but like they can do damage.
Yeah.
And like imagine having to inspect like, a whole wing, and it's like super loud in a hangar, and like you work at like odd hours sometimes, like it could be like midnight or like whatever, and like I don't know, things like sleep and all that, like if you don't get enough, or if like you didn't eat well, if you're in a bad mood or something, like all those things can make your performance like suffer. And so it's like really important to optimize like the tools that people use.
Yeah, you want to take away as much extra unnecessary load as possible.
Exactly.
That's a lot like everything we do. Like
Really?
with gym stuff. Because it's so, like, what are you eating? How are you sleeping?
Yeah.
How
I
often
hear
are
that
you
all the
eating?
time.
Are you working out? What kind of workouts are you
And
doing?
you don't think like it, because you don't notice the effects it has until it like really affects you.
Yeah.
Like I honestly don't really eat well, and like I don't sleep well, but like
you don't
and I
notice
get
it.
grief for it. Yeah, I get grief from like Tony, for example, and like
Yeah, we'll give you more
and I'm just
grief.
like I'm fine though.
Yeah.
But like, I might not be fine later, or like
There's a very real, like, ignorance really is bliss,
Yeah.
you know? A lot of people will say, I didn't feel, I didn't know how bad I felt or something like that until I felt good. But if you never know that good, I mean,
Yeah.
arguably you're fine, you know?
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who you give that good to, and then whenever they have a backslide, they feel way worse.
right.
Like they could be in the state that they're normally in or were normally in,
Yeah.
and that it's just the worst thing ever.
Sometimes I wonder if it's like I'm just used to feeling this way, like certain ways, that it just feels normal.
Yeah.
Kind of like what that guy in the podcast was saying in the car here, like with the shaving.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even realize it's a problem because you're so used to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even think I'm like that bad. It's all relative. Yeah, Eddy Current.
Eddy Current.
Yeah.
Success.
Kyle, what lake is this? This is Lake Tahoe. We are currently traveling at a speed of 20 miles per hour. Estimated time of arrival is 4:15. Please buckle up and we'll be there shortly.
Whoa.
You go the first one,
Dang.
You go.
And it's blue skies. And we got groceries. Welcome to New Year's Eve. Oh, someone's in the bathroom. Here's a bedroom. Oh, Tony. Oh, God, he's assaulting me. Oh, a view. Well, it's blacked out. You can't see it. Oh, there's some little lights way down there. And a safe. Full kitchen. Coffee holder maker thingy. Fireplace. Oh, the windows are open. Dang. Kyle, we're here. We're finally laying down.
So, we got a sleep number bed.